Greetings once again from my underground lair. Here we are again for another 5 minutes of history. So, where last we left our heroes, we were talking about Preston Brooks and Charles Sumner. So, let's pick that up. So, good old Preston Brooks. He was the one who caned Charles Sumner for insulting his relative, Andrew Butler, on the Senate floor. Turns out, after he resigned from the House of Representatives, he died shortly thereafter at the age of 37. Which kind of makes me a little bit nervous, but oh well. Let's move on. So now we're off to the election of 1856. It might not sound like much, but it was a pretty big deal. As we know, the Civil War started in 1861. But had this election gone the way of the Republican Party, it's possible the Civil War might have occurred even earlier. Just remember, the South was getting increasingly paranoid that the North wanted to take its slaves, what with violent agitators like John Brown. You also had the Underground Railroad with people like Harriet Tubman rescuing hundreds of slaves from the South. So tons of people in the South were getting nervous, and this dashing figure right here by the name of John C. Fremont of the Republican Party. They had a very nice slogan: free soil, free labor, free speech, free men, Fremont for victory. Kind of catchy, right? So obviously Fremont didn't win. Maybe that's not so obvious, but we'll see as soon as we get to the map. Who is he running against? He was running against two other people, the first of which was the Democrat James Buchanan, whose nickname was the Old Public Functionary. Just rolls right off the tongue. So his position on slavery was popular sovereignty. Individuals in the states and territories should decide on its future. Basically, passing the buck. I'm not going to make a decision. The people will decide. And it really turns out to be a fateful decision. Who are they running against? Well, they were running against the Know Nothing or the American Party. I can't imagine why they didn't get elected. I guess I know nothing. Haha. So their position on slavery, they ignored the issue, didn't even bother with it. Their position focused on the problem of Catholics and immigrants moving into northern cities. So, also, this political party could probably be summed up in one word, and that's irony. Another nickname for their party was the Native American Party, already dripping with irony. Also, the only state that they managed to carry in the election was the state of Maryland, which was founded as a haven for Catholics. Oh well. So who won in this hotly contested election? Well, let's go to the election map. James Buchanan was the winner, but how on earth did he win? Let's discuss it. Hey, Atlas. Let's go to the map because, as we'll see when we get there, the southern states were increasingly politically isolated. It was possible for a candidate to be elected president without the support of a single southern state. And here we are with the election map of 1856. So, lots of divisions. Obviously, the red states right up here are the Republican territories. The blue states are the Democratic territories, Democratic states. And you've got Maryland over here, which went for the Know Nothings. And then all the brown areas are the territories. They did not get a vote. So, tune in next time, and we're really going to break down this election map to see why one candidate was able to win over the other. So, tune in soon.